Cake Drain Nation? Welcome back to the Daily Slither. I'm your host, DraketheTruSnake, and it's usually Sneak Peek Saturday. But since we had kind of a crazy day yesterday, I wanted to do one today that is a little bit different to catch up. So today is somewhat like a Friendly Friday, mixed with Thoughts and Tips Thursday. As you can see, my lovely wife Katrina is here with me, and this is something that was requested. So we want to give you guys some tips for serious relationships. These are ones, if you're in a long-term relationship, if you know it's going to be, for the long run, and these are some tips to help keep it strong, keep your relationship going, and just things that we've found over the years that have kept us going. I mean, we haven't been married for that long, but we dated for a long time, so this kind of helps us out. So why don't you start us off?
Alright, number 1. It's important to discuss your beliefs. I don't want to use the word religion, but I will for this video, because it is very important, as the Bible says, not to be unevenly yoked. I mean, if you're going to date someone that is not in the same beliefs, or maybe doesn't even believe in God in general, then, I mean, it's not going to work out. You can't just say, oh, they'll change, they'll eventually accept Christ. Well, you can pray that that will happen, but you need to discuss it early on so that you know where the relationship is going. Exactly.
And the second thing, number 2, is always be honest with each other. And, don't be too blunt, but, do it in a way that's loving and caring, but still kind of giving them the truth. Do it in a way like, say Katrina was wearing something that I didn't like, or something that I don't think was appropriate. The wrong way to do it would be like, woman, go change. You look ugly. That's bad. The best way would be like, I think you might want to change because we're going to church. I don't think a tube top and booty shorts is going to cut it. I'm sorry. That's a good way to do that. You just gotta... Not that she's ever done that. I'm just saying as an example. Hypothetical. So, this is going to get out all of a sudden. Katrina wears booty shorts and a tube top.
No, I don't.
Anyway.
I'm very appropriate for church.
Very appropriate. You're very appropriate at all times. Anyways. Next, back to you, because I keep rambling.
Number 3, date night.
Yes.
Date night is so important. It brings you back to the reason why you started dating to begin with. It's not the same as going to a movie theater and just sitting in the dark watching, the screen for 2 hours. You do that at home every single night. You set up a date night where you get dressed up, you actually take time to look good and just reignite that spark and that love for each other. Yeah,
and another thing to add on that, it doesn't always have to be somewhere where you dress nice and go out somewhere expensive.
True.
You can also have a night where you just don't have the TV on, or you just spend time going for a walk, or, just do something that builds your relationship up, where you can talk and just connect on another level that you started dating with, because a lot of people forget that.
They do.
Yeah. Next one. Always be supportive of each other. Now, when I say that, that doesn't mean just agree with every idea they have, because being supportive is not just being agreeable.
Be honest.
That goes back to being honest. But if they have a hobby that they're passionate about, that they're gonna pursue, be supportive. Like Katrina's been really supportive with Cake Drain, and because she knows how passionate I am about it, and she knows we're doing it for the right reasons. And, we've been helping out each other with a lot of stuff that we do. And that's something that really helps build trust in each other as well. Yeah. Is that, your partner's not going to leave you and think you're crazy. They're going to be there along with you and support you and cheer you on whenever you hit those rough spots. So I think that's a really good thing to have, especially if you're going to be, trying to build a relationship, add on the foundation.
Alright, now for the next one. Number 5. Set boundaries. Boundaries. And I will talk about 2 instances, one when you're married and one when you're not. Let's start with when you're not married. Obviously, this does have to do with the physical part of the relationship. If you're not married, you know what you should not be doing. I don't need to really say much more than that. But you guys really, you should talk about it. if even kissing is too much for you, you need to let that other person know, and they will respect you for it. And if they don't, then they are not the one for you.
Exactly.
And in marriage instances, you need to talk about maybe whenever your significant other hangs out with the opposite sex.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I trust Jake, and I really don't care if he's going to hang out with, a girl, or a group of people like that. I mean, I guess I do kind of care if it's just him alone with the girl. Like, I should be there. And I think that's a very important boundary to set.
Right. And you also, if they set boundaries, make sure you don't try to push those boundaries. Mm-hmm. That's something that's going to break that trust down. Because I know Katrina trusts me to do that, but I would not let myself be alone with someone of the opposite sex. Mm-hmm. Because that just causes trouble.
It does.
And it'll cause a lot of trouble if you keep pushing boundaries. And if you set boundaries, stay with them. Because that's going to be a huge thing down the road. Which leads into our next one, is just be affectionate. Now, this doesn't always mean physical affection. You could just look at each other, look at each other's eyes, just say, I love you. Compliment each other, give each other a hug, during the day. Or just send a text that says, hey, I love you, miss you. Just do something that knows that you think about them, that you still care for them. Me and Katrina, even though she's at work right now and I'm injured, all the time we would text back and forth and say, hey, just wanted to see what you're up to, love you, love you more, that kind of thing. And when you're together, hold hands. Don't be afraid to do that. Even if you're married, we don't see enough married people holding hands and dating each other. Because that's one thing you need to remember is, even when you're, when you got a ring on your finger, you still are dating this person. It's just more serious. It's more of a commitment. So I hope you guys have enjoyed these tips. These are something that we've built off of. If you guys have any other tips, or if these have helped you out, post in the comments. Also, tweet us some more ideas if you want some more suggestions on stuff, because we love your input. You can tweet me at DraketheTruSnake, or you can tweet both of us at CakeDrain, and use the hashtag DailySlither or hashtag CakeDrain. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. We're excited for next week and the next coming months and so. And if you guys haven't checked it out, the link to the last episode of Canadian Week is in the description for I Just Woke Up. So we will see you guys tomorrow for Sunshine Sunday. I think I've got some really good things to tell you guys. Alright guys, peace out. Remember, Bruce!
Come and kick it with the team. The party's over here. Let me show you what I mean. We're saying I'm on that 116. Only coming.